Good morning, everyone. How are you? Good evening or good afternoon, depending if you're over in Asia. Interesting session we've had in Asia this morning. Looks like Japan's getting its first female prime minister. That looks nailed on now, and also she is talking about a big and turn the economy on its head to try and get the economy moving again. So the initially, actually, let's have a look at the. This is a Dow. This is the DAX. This is our early morning trade this morning as we were moving down here. We had this cross of the stochastics in the overbought area. We caught this down at the bottom, and it's rallied to target one, and it's looked like it's on its way to target two, testing the previous market high pre-market, which actually was I suppose it spiked there technically, but didn't see in these 5 minute candles. We were here. We're probably going to lose all these drawings. Our pre-market low was down here at 24,265. Our pre-market high here, 24,350 zone. And we're at 24,345 at the moment. So in the money on our first trade of the morning thus far. Also, we'd had another one here. This would, if we've running this, so that's I've taken that one manually. This one would have triggered technically. There's target one and target two, and then we're waiting for another cross, which initially happened here actually, and that was there. We're crossing up, so we got in here, but then stopped out on that. Messing about a bit, we crossed again here on that one. Would have stopped out and crossed again here because we're moving up, so we'd caught the bottom here. If not, we'd have got in. If we didn't get in there, we'd have got in here on this engulfing candle there at 7:10. Obviously, we're running into the open 15 minutes. We've hit target one, target two, and I'm out and waiting now to see what actually happens at the cash. So I'm not affected by the volatility of the immediate open because we're out 15 minutes before. So that was target entry there. I mean, let's just be conservative. We'd have got in here 23,300. Target one would have been 18 points later. Obviously, the spread would have gobbled up some of that, and then target two all the way up here at 18. That 1850 area, new high of the day. That's interesting. We got a new high of the day immediately before the open. How many times do we see that when we do these live market trend? Where's the next area? Well, it's our high from yesterday, which took us to 24,375, and we're at 24,350 at the moment. So another 25 points to take out yesterday's high. Yesterday's low was down here at 24,200, and then our sort of a pivot area was through here. So our box area, if you like, through this rectangular area through here. You can see that on our 5 minute time frame there between during the Asian session. So we've sort of broken out of that here on the open. Let me just take you to the Nikkei. We took lots of trades last night. We were actually long on the DAX last night as well on the end of day trade. I'll go through all the end of day positions later on. We took a lot yesterday because of the move we'd seen in the yen. I'm fully invested now, so I'm not going to. There's no more new trades. So some of these either hit target or get taken out. I'll update you during the day as that happens. So the Nikkei this morning, very volatile here at 7:25. So I say we were long. This is the 5 minute chart on the Nikkei. We've got the daily, and so we got in. Sorry, we didn't get in yesterday. That was the DAX we got in last night, wasn't it? We got in here on Monday's close there on the 20th. And we're out of the money. We've been out of the money ever since we got in, and we said this yesterday, didn't we? Our stop loss is all the way down there, though. So this is still looking quite positive. Well, it's looking very positive. And there's the jump up on the new Prime Minister. Trump's shakeout on the 10th, and we've gobbled all of that back and more. New all-time highs. No problem. I've got no problem buying at all-time highs. You know, the momentum's with us. Here on the stochastics, you see we're a bit in the overbought area, but we're still moving up. So I just going to watch that quite strictly as we go into the second half of the week today. So that's up. Other major news this morning was that UK inflation is still very hot, 3.8%, but it hasn't come in as hot as many were expecting. The expectations for this morning out of London was a 4% rise for headline inflation. Here, it's maintained. It's still, I say, it's still hot, and it is. If you just go, particularly the food inflation. We were at the supermarket yesterday, and things certainly haven't cooled down at all. 3.8%. So it's significantly under what was expected. This will probably put the emphasis back on the Bank of England to cut rates again at their next meeting in November. Or expected to cut in November. I think it was only last time I looked. I think it was about only a 15%. It's quite a divided central bank committee, the MPC committee in the Bank of England. About a 15% chance of a rate cut in November. Obviously, that's ahead of the Chancellor's much anticipated, much delayed as well budget here in the UK on the 26th of November. So that's given a bit more wiggle room to cutting. So it was 15% chance. That's probably ticked up this morning on the back of that. I haven't checked that yet this morning. And also PPI. Remember, PPI feeds in to CPI. The input costs were much less than expected as well. So deflationary, if anything, for producer price index rather than inflation. Obviously, inflation's, you need a little bit of inflation in the economy. It's good. Deflation's even worse because people just don't spend, don't invest, and that's what's sort of happening in the business sector, and that's what Chancellor Reeves is trying to get companies to invest, obsessed with this growth mantra. So it means raising taxes or cutting spending or both. And there's all sorts of rumours swirling around how she's going to do that. The much heralded wealth tax, she said she's not going to do. Some strong voices on the left of UK politics saying that that's the way she should be doing it, but it looks like they may be hitting some sort of savings, some investments, some pension pots, all inheritance tax, all again. And what was I reading? I was reading last night about quite an interesting one on LLC. So these are private partnerships. So things like doctors' practices, but more importantly, she's going after people like accountants and management consultancies and things that aren't limited companies, but they're partnerships. And so they're looking to increase the amount of national insurance they pay as well. But is she really going to hit the doctors? Who knows? But anyway, I'm getting off the point a bit. That's a bit of a political discussion. Inflation in the UK was better. The FTSE here this morning is up here today. This is the daily candle. So we're up this morning. We got a bit of a cross there. That should have been a short. That's been short on the daily. If we just look at the hourly chart, a big spike here ahead of the open on the better than expected inflation data. So sterling would have come weaker on expectations that the central bank will potentially cut. So 9,475 for the FTSE. I don't trade this on a short-term scalping basis, but let's have a look at it as we coming into the open. Anyway, it would have actually worked out quite nicely, wouldn't it? It would have we'd have had a short there at 520. Look how little it moves compared to the DAX. Down. Target 1, target 2. And then we're looking for a cross to the upside, which is actually there. So it would have gone long there at 640. It would have been a very positive trade. So that's interesting. Let's zoom that up a bit. So that's actually worked out. I've said I don't use it. I'm using this as an example, but there's the entry there. The cross of the movement. In fact, it's there. It's not that one. It's that one there. It's not the one you would have got filled there. Down. Target 1 here. It's not a massive move, is it? But it's technically it's worked out, and the spread probably took most of that away. But target 2 certainly worked there. We've gone lower again, looking to go long. We go long there on that green candle there. So we go long there here on the FTSE ahead of the inflation data. Bit of a risky trade, 15 minutes ahead, but it's worked out for you. And off we go. So it's hit the top, and this is now looking to go short on the reverse of that. But obviously, we've had a major news announcement, significantly better than expected at 3.8%. and therefore we might have some more follow through into the actual open. Let's just flip back to the DAX, our favorite trading. We're out of this, remember. We might be looking to go short now, but we've had a good run, so don't be too greedy. But that's hit the outside. We've closed out, and a cross of this would confirm the short, but I probably won't take it given the excuse me, need a cup of coffee. Given that we're actually right on the open, I'll probably let the open happen, see where we go, and see if we're going to trend one way or the other. So that's our main reverting strategy. If we just look at our trending strategies, our crossing EMA, the 5, the 9, and the 21. Remember, here on the 5 minute, that was long from 720, and it's still long. So the trending strategy is still open. That would have gone long there at whatever that was, 23.19, 23.18.80. Stop loss down here initially. The turn in the market, remember, at 24.81, so quite a big risk, but that's a big candle. So I quickly pulled that up to here now. We've moved higher, and I'll have my stop loss now at entry, so I can't lose on this trade at least. And we see where we go into entry there. So crossing moving average, also minimum flat position. If we have a look at our VWAP and Heiken, actually the VWAP might not be set. Oh, has set up. So VWAP would have gone long. Heiken VWAP would have gone long on this candle here at 720 also. So we've probably got in about somewhere up here. Again, big strong burst through the VWAP flat from this morning here, DAX. So that's looking very positive as well. So that's still long from round about here. Remember, it's not exactly on the candle close, so we've probably got filled round about there, to be honest. As you can see here, so if we've got this is a positive candle. Let me choose as a demonstration about the VWAP. It's going to close in a couple of minutes, so it's still not finished. So you'll see when the candle closes, well, at the moment we'd obviously have to, if we got in, we'd get in here. So during this candle, we've probably our buy price would have been here at 24,316, around about the 318 it was, wasn't it, on the other one? So anyway, the trending markets are still long, and again, the stop loss is up here now, and that's very much in the money. So the trending markets, we go back to our mean reverting strategy, the Bollinger Band and the stochastic. Is it going to get wiped out? So be careful to try and take this short, because I've obviously been successful already. I've taken money off the table. Obviously, the blessed trend signal's taken all my lines off, but so I'm looking to go short on this, but with the caveat that the trending markets are still running long. So we've had a successful start so far ahead of open. Let's have a look what open looks like. So as I said, big news overnight was the confirmation of the Prime Minister in Japan, and the movement in the Asian markets. They all sort of moved lower, as you can see, but the Nikkei still down here. The Nikkei's deal still down there, so we're out with the money on that one. At the moment, the Australian market's also a bit weaker. The main move was the announcement that Putin is not going to meet. Remember, there was this announcement last week, Putin and Trump were going to meet in a couple of weeks in Hungary. That is not going to happen now. Putin's obviously feeling a bit more empowered. They've fired more missiles overnight. 2 people have been killed in Ukraine overnight. He's not going to meet Putin. He's not going to meet Trump in Hungary. He wants all of Donbass, basically, is what they're saying. That isn't happening. Zelensky's quite understandably and rightly said the lack of the Tomahawk deal from Trump on Friday at his meeting has probably empowered Putin again. And so we've had this move down in stocks. The other big news from yesterday, obviously, a big, massive 5% move. At one point, gold had moved the most since for 12 years. It actually came back a wee bit in the latter part of the day, and it was I think it was 2020. It was back in the COVID days. It was a big day, but a massive engulfing candle. Lots of profit being taken off the table, but we crashed. We went through 4,300, 4,200, 4,100, and we went as low as 4,074 4 at one point. We closed back at over the 4,100 area, and we moved lower in opening trades this morning. If I just take this to the hourly chart, there's our there's our low this morning at 1 o'clock my time. 4,000 was actually tested. Obviously, clearly buyers at that point. And we've moved higher since, so we've rebounded a bit. But as you can see, a huge. It was due. One would argue. In fact, I wrote on somebody's LinkedIn post yesterday about this time about that it was due or overdue. When it pops, it pops. And as I say all the time in my webinars, and I've done for many years, looking back on my personal analysis, Tuesdays and Fridays can be particularly big candles for gold, and so it proved again yesterday. It was a Tuesday when that massive sell-off happened. So 5% decline in gold yesterday. If you're caught in that, that's what happens, my friends. It's still very, very well bid on an end-of-day basis, but even those bulls would have been caught and reduced positions, which would have added to the selling yesterday. Bullion market has pulled back much more than the derivatives market this morning as well at the moment. So still very well bid. But watch that 4,000 level is the big now line in the sand as support, because that's where the 20-day moving average sits. And even though we trade above 4,100 at the moment, so there may be some more volatility to come, as there is in all markets. Going back to the stock markets, we were positive last night, up 1% for the let's go back to the indices. For the S&P 500, the cash market closed at 6,735. We're currently trading at 6,748. The Nasdaq once again was the best performer, up 1.32%, and the Dow was up 1.12%. So the Nasdaq was up. This is the Nasdaq 100. Remember. I don't think I've got a live position on that. No, it's the Dow and the S&P, isn't it? And the DAX and the Nikkei. So I'm fully loaded on the indexes. Missing the best performer of them all, the Nasdaq. But again, you see, the Nasdaq was down a bit yesterday. But up the wider Nasdaq, I say, was up 1.32%. Yesterday. Tesla report earnings today. We're into the 22nd day of the government shutdown. There has been chatter this week of the US government maybe getting back next week or later this week. Some positive chatter coming, spinning around, but we'll see that when it comes. It looks like the delayed CPI data will actually take place on Friday. So that might get leaked out earlier than the actual release on Friday, given that there's no shutdown. Yesterday, we had really good earnings from Coca-Cola and General Motors, particularly General Motors. That was a big surprise, given they've been hit quite significantly from the tariffs and what have you. But quite a strong number, as well as that hotter CPI data we saw from Canada. So index is a bit weaker this morning. So we let's have a look. Slip back to our 5-minute DAX trade. We are just into the open. It's going down. So would I have taken out? I'm saying I'm staying out of that. Although technically it would have, if the automated system would have triggered a short potentially on this candle at the moment. But let's see how the opening trades go. We might go high. There we go. See the activity, the volume of the real market coming in. There we go. That's the real market, guys. These are simulated accounts, demo accounts, paper trading, if you like. But this is real liquidity feed from multiple sources of liquidity. And you can see as the volume comes in let's add the volume for the cash volume. You can see how the liquidity will pick up in these opening trades. So that has triggered a short. So that would have gone short there. So I won't have taken it because of the volume, but the system would have triggered a short there on that cross at 24. So just be careful, and it's a massive move down. And so let's see where we go. There's the lows of the day. Remember, was down here. So this run we had ahead of the open is sort of getting sold off. So I'm happy to have got out of that. That's quick enough or enough of a move for me to get out. So we'd have got out as I'm talking here. I'm getting out there. So there we go. 35 points on the DAX, take off the spread. 30 points plus in that first opening follow, just following the move. The volume has moved. Certainly close at least half is what I normally do, and then see where we go from here on that on that significant move to the downside. I won't eat my. I've got some porridge and fruit here. I won't eat that in front of you. It's a bit rude, isn't it? But yeah, DAX lower. The FTSE might have turned around as well. The FTSE's crossing there as well. FTSE's actually playing out. So as we say, we had a massive rally up there. Thank you very much. And that would have been a tentative short there. I'll certainly close the long on that one there. And so the FTSE, I say from here, wasn't it? It was that one there. And so that's coming down as well. Although you can see the volume coming in at 8 o'clock on the FTSE. Let's have a quick look at the forex market. If we look at the the yen, which is what we took a lot of positions on last night. Go back to the daily time frame. We went long this last night, so we were long this on close last night. That's in the money. I don't think it's got to target. It was 30 or 40 pips initially for Kiwi yen. Dollar yen was also long. That's down so far today. Euro yen was also long. That's also out of the money at the moment. CAD yen, I don't think we took, but let's just have a quick look. CAD yen is probably flat. Sterling, we certainly took. That is out of the money. That might have stopped itself out. I think we took CAD. Pound yen. Or did we? Let's check. My friends. Trading strategies. Didn't actually put the prices I got in last night, but let's have a quick. Just quick look. No, we didn't take a pound. We didn't actually take the guppy. We took Euro, Kiwi, CAD, and dollar. We did take. So we didn't take the pound yen last night, and then we were short Euro, Aussie, Euro, dollar, and sterling. So they were the yen ones we were exposed to, and then the euro. We had a look at euro, dollar. Euro, dollar, we were short last night, so that's out of the money as well. Euro, Oz, we were short. That's in the money. That might have hit target already, that one, Euro, Oz. And what was the other one? Euro, pound, sterling, we were short. And that should have moved, not necessarily to target one, but certainly moved quite nicely. There we are. We got short on the close last night, 31.33.7. I don't think it was that. I think it was 60 something we got in that last night. But anyway, that may have already hit target as well. 37. Yeah, that's probably already hit first target. I think it's 50, might be 50 pips on sterling, but that's down weaker sterling as you might expect on the inflation data from the UK coming in weaker or in line. Sorry, weaker than expected at 3.8%. Hasn't worsened since last time. So I think that's all our open positions. And those, as we talked about before, we got out of the Aussie yesterday for a losing trade. We talked about the DAX, Euro, Yen, Kiwi, Yen, CAD, Yen, Dollar, Yen. We looked at all of those. Aussie, yeah, so that's all our open positions, and I'll update all of those later on. So there we go. Guys, anything you want to have a look at? We want to trade something else? You want to have on a short-term basis? We can do this approach on any asset. That's the beauty of, well, I'm saying it myself, that's the beauty of my setups. If we have a look at crypto, looked at Bitcoin, it was struggling to get back over 110 yesterday. And again, we are down. We should take the volume off because it's just getting in my way. Down again today. It's the daily candle for Bitcoin. 110 we were struggling with. Obviously, I 112's been my big pivot area, and we're down at one set under 1.8 this morning. So it's very much a down day for crypto as well. Bitcoin back under the under half of the Bollinger Band at close last night, and then it's been sort of weaker. So interestingly, we haven't got to yesterday's low yet. That was Monday's low. 107,400 is looks like that's calling, and that was the gap up we saw on the 19th to through the 19th. So we could easily get back to this cluster here on Bitcoin. So we're at a key support area on this hourly chart for Billy Bitcoin at the moment. Set 107,400. So I don't know if anybody's trading that one, but again, let's just see how we can scalp this as well. 5-minute time frame, same rules. That's looking to go long now. We were short there. There's that. There's a long target 1 has been hit. Up we go, but then we cross, and the trend is down, isn't it? So as we saw yesterday, we could have added that as a continuation to the downside. This was against the trend, this one here, running up, and we could have another against the trend trade now. But the trade, you can see, the movement is, well, it's actually here on the 5-minute, it's sideways, isn't it? So it's very much trending. Mean reverting from bot to dot. Didn't quite work out. Bottom didn't work out that time. So that, but you got half. You got that from here at 107,800. You got zoom that up. Let's just do that properly. So this would have been your buy price, but the spread's a bit hefty on that, isn't it? And then we would have got out roundabout on this target here. So we'd have got out there 107,891 and got out at 108,153. The spread is 8,000. The spread is rather hefty, isn't it? 8,000 on that. So you made a little bit, not much. You can see the spread's a bit hefty, but you can see here we're moving low. So be careful if this does cross. We are pushing to new lows, and I say I would be more inclined to follow the trend here. The 15-minute is down, the hourly is down, and it looks like that might, this is a key area. This really defines buyers here, as we saw here. We'll go back into this area here. So I'm out of that. I wouldn't be touching that at the moment. That Bitcoin spread's a bit hefty, and the trend is with us, so it doesn't look like it's mean reverting. The trending strategies might be more appropriate. And we've got our VWAP on the 5-minute here for Bitcoin. It's very negative, and we're under the VWAP. There we are. This last night, and it's just continued to move down. So we are going with the trend. So short here, that against the trend potentially, but certainly short there. That's been short from 740, and it's getting shorter, if you like, in Heiken Ashi speak. Look at the size of the body of the candle again. Clearly no wick. There's been no wicks of this move down since 740. So very much short is the trend, as we just sort of pointed out on our mean reverting strategy. So you can see the trend overriding the likelihood of reverting. Here's the simpler moving average down, out, long, phased out, didn't short, and that again, that one's been short from 735. So Bitcoin short on the 5-minute scalping strategies, as well as 5-minute setups. We do the same thing with gold, if you like, my friends. Gold and silver. Silver back on the key 50. So again, 5-minute. Last trade on gold was short here at 8 o'clock on the rally we'd had from 7 o'clock up to a top. Today's high as put in at 4,160. If you're trading, it's been long all day, but we're under the 25-minute moving average. And you see, during the Asian session, it's been bought every time we've gone under there. However, as we start the European session, the size of the candle is significant. The last big significant one was really this rise here. We had one here ahead of the technical the cash open in the UK. My screen's really dark. Why is my screen so dark? That's coming out. What's going on? The light needs to be stronger or something. But Anyway, gold short from here, and as we've noticed, um, bought back each time so far. So that, although we went short there, we're out of the money already. Let's see how that plays out, because the significance of that candle, maybe just the fact it's been on the European and London Open as the bullion markets come in as well. We're going to break this trend, but I say this is very much against the this trend so far today, i.e. to the upside, so back. So we'd like to see a break of the 4,160 zone, which is our high at the moment. See if that's going to play out to the downside. But as I say, it's very still. The VWAP one is the stronger one. That's going to still yet to have closed. And that's turned negative as well at 8 o'clock as well, having a strong move. But again, you see here, we're north of the VWAP. We're north of the volume weighted average price. So we've had a good day following the volatility in the opening trades in Asia this morning. So gold bid but turned short in the last 5 minutes on our trending strategies, and our mean reverting strategy, our Bollinger Bands and stochastic, will be looking to go short. There it is as well. There's the short trigger on gold. There, we'd had a long trigger. We didn't have a long trigger at all because we haven't touched it. It was short there. That was short there. Hit target 1, but then crossed up. So we could have, again, back over the moving average, could have taken that as a reversal, continuation to the upside. Then we've reversed at having touched the outside of the Bollinger Band, and down we go. Target 1's being hit 5 minutes later. So again, gold has been good for you. We got short at 4156. Target 1 is 4141, so $16-15 already on gold to the short, and it doesn't look like it wants to move down, but let's be patient. Leave our stop loss round about here. Half the risk is off. Our stop loss probably around about here now, or even as high as here. We should leave it there. So we're still, even if it reverses, we still make money on the second half of the trade. So gold also trades. So great, we've had a good start to our trading day here at theproptrade.com, my friends. Let's just go back to the DAX, see if that reversals. Indeed it has. There we go. Having said I wouldn't take it, we did, didn't we? We did. It's just the size of the candle on the open, but it's continued to move down. So that would have been a successful short as well. So the rally from 7 o'clock to the open has been sold off. So we're now biased to the downside. So we put in. So that's the pre market lows being tested again from 2 o'clock. Yesterday's last pivot point, 3 o'clock yesterday, was here at 24,230, and then the low from yesterday took us to 24,200. All those lines have been taken off thanks to trade lockers. Too many drawing instruments. Crazy. But anyway, right, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. It's 8:15 here. I need to eat my porridge. There it is. Oh, it's lovely. It's raspberries, yogurt, bit of honey, bit of grapes. My coffee's gone cold. So have a fantastic Wednesday. The main data of the day is really already out. We've got inflation not as hot as many were expecting in the UK. It's still pretty hot, still nearly twice what the central bank want, but that's put pressure on sterling today. Stock market has moved up, taxes moved up and then moved back down, as you've just seen. We got central bank speaks from the ECB, from Frankfurt this morning. Where's it gone? It's Wednesday, you fool. Wednesday the 22nd. Here we are. Deputy Governor de Gaulle and President Miss Lagarde got a speech this morning. We got official oil inventories, and the Vice Chair of the Bundesbank, Mr. Boch, is speaking later on as well. So take care, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I always forget what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow would have been Jobs Day, wasn't it? Perhaps we'll do the webinar we should have done explaining the VWAP. But you got any questions, any ideas, anything else you want me to talk about, have a look at? If you want me to talk less, show different charts, different setups, let me know. We are here to help you. The prop trade, we're into our full second year. Lots and lots of exciting things to come over the next. Certainly this month, we obviously got a Diwali promotion at the moment. There's always some sort of promotion on. So, guys, if you're looking to get into prop trading, it's very straightforward. You buy a product, so whether it's a two-step or a one-step product, and if you're successful, you can follow the rules. You can be disciplined. You don't lose too much. You get to the target. You prove yourself as a trader. Say 10, 25,000 remains our most popular. If you're new to the prop trade, you've never used us before, there's a welcome bonus of 25% off any account except the $100,000 account. So start with buy 250s is what I would say. And you can trade between the two accounts, but $131, that's all it takes to get a massive $25,000 worth of equity. Bigger the account, the bigger the lot size you can take and still keep your risk sensible. Obviously, we don't want you to be risking too much. Maximum daily loss is 4%. Overall loss on your trading account is 7%. These are sort of professional sort of numbers, guys. If you get a target of 12%, that takes you to the funded account stage. Then we've got a 5% daily loss and a 10% overall loss. So again, quite a relaxed target. You don't want to be losing 10% of your account. You blow it. But you're successful with this account. Having been successful with phase one, there's no reason why you can't be successful with a funded account. It's the same setup. These are still simulated accounts, paper trading, if you like. However, after 3 days, minimum 3 days, you've proved yourself successful. You trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. End of Thursday, you made some money. As long as it's more than $100, you can get paid that money in real crypto terms, in real dollar terms, on Friday. It's as simple as that. So this is real money available for a very small investment. $130 to make. There is no ceiling to this business, my friends. If you get it, you get a crack right. And with a big account like a $25,000 account, you have a bigger chance of making bigger money, obviously. So 80% of those profits will be yours and will be in your account on the Friday. We're very proud about our payment, how quickly we pay people. So come and give it a go, my friends. We will see you tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, and may the pips be with you, my friends. And if you're still celebrating Diwali this week, we had lots of more fireworks last night here in southeast London. But anyway, take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. All the very best. Bye-bye.